Hey guys, today's look, I am doing a fall look that goes from daytime to nighttime. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Alright, today we are going to be doing an eyeshadow look that's going to go from the daytime to the nighttime, but it's going to be fall inspired. And I'm going to be using the Pure Soiree Diaries palette. I actually just got this in my BOXYCHARM, so I'm very impressed with this palette. I haven't tried it yet, but I've swatched it. So inside you get a nice, large, beautiful mirror, and then this is what the colors look like. Let me get these little hairs off of there. So these are beautiful fall colors. You get a good mixture of mattes and satins and shimmers in there. So we can easily go from a daytime to nighttime look. So I'm going to start out. I've already gone ahead and applied like a powder and concealer and stuff to my lids. I'm going to go all over my entire eyelid with this color here called Private Party. And we're just going to take that right up to the brow bone and all over. This is just going to give me a good base to go ahead and apply all the other shadows to. I am getting a little bit of flakiness I noticed around my eyes for some reason. I'm doing retin-A, but I sure don't do it around my eyes, so somehow it's getting down there. Must be when I'm applying the rest of my moisturizers and things on my face at night. I'm gonna have to be a little more careful. But it's primarily right in the center here where I'm getting all of the flakiness. So there, that went on really well. We've got a good base. Now I'm going to go into, sorry, this little fallout there. I'm going to go into this next color here called Socialite, which is a darker cream color right there. Oops. And I'm going to use this as my transition shade. It's almost my skin tone, so it's not showing up all that well. But sometimes that's good. It gives you just a good color to blend everything out too. We finally got rain. So excited. No more 90-degree weather. We literally went one day, we had a temperature drop of over 20 degrees from one day to the next when we got rain in. And also really want to apologize that I have been kind of MIA this last week or so. I got really, really sick, and I mean sick like slept all day, throwing up, dizzy every time I stood up. So I was in no way, shape, or form able to do much of anything. Okay, let's go in with a little bit of a tighter brush. I'm going to take one of my brushes from my Morphe 707 Copper Dream collection, and I'm going to go into this next shade here called Gala. I'm going to take that in as my first crease color. I'm going to draw my crease in there first. Give me a little outline of it. Since I have hooded eyes, all right, and then I'm going to very lightly take this color here called Stunner, which is beautiful dark cocoa brown, actually kind of more of a orangey brown, and just very lightly go right into my actual crease. A little bit more. Staying off my lid though. All right, we're good there. Let's move on to the lid. These colors are all very dark that are the shimmers. So I'm going to go in with this lighter color here called Mogul, which is kind of a yellowish light. And I'm just going to take a flat brush and go right on the lid with that, all over the lid. Not going harsh with it, just very lightly, so my lid has some color to it. And it also helps define my crease in my eye too. All right, let's go to the lower lash line now. And for that, I'm going to start off with a Morphe MB27. This is just a pencil brush. And I'm going to go into that same color Gala and take that right underneath my eyes. See how well that shows up. It's not, so let's move back to that darker color Stunner. And I'm just going to go very lightly. We'll blend this out a lot. I don't want it to be harsh. And let's take a little bit of that up into our upper lash line. I'm going to blend this out a little better. I kind of want to create a little bit of a wing look. Okay, I am done with this look. Let me go ahead and put some mascara on and I'll be right back. All right, here we are with the finished look. So this is everything with one coat of mascara on. I went in and used the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara on both the upper and lower lashes. And then on my lips, I used Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. I think this is in the color Glamour. I don't remember. I will list it down below in the description box along with everything else that I'm wearing. So this is the look on my cheeks, by the way. I also have on the, this is an old one, an oldie but goodie, but this is a Becca mix of a blush with Champagne Pop, so they don't even make this anymore. The blush is in Flower Child. Took a while to find that. So that's what I have on for my cheeks today, but we're going to go ahead and turn this up a notch. So let's go back into that Pure palette, and we're going to go even darker for our nighttime look. So I'm going to keep the same base that I had. I'm just going to go in and add to it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this color Splurge right here and take that more into my crease there. We're going to bring that into the darker side. And then I'm going to take more of that Stunner, which was this brown here that we originally went into the crease, and I'm going to go heavier in there. I really want to define that crease. So do you see how this eye is already looking a lot darker than this one just by going in with that color? All right, one more, and this is going to be kind of hard for you to see, but this almost has a purple undertone to this brown. Snazzy. Lightly, 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 I'm going to go right on the outer corner of my eye, into the crease. Just the itty bitty little circles. Okay. Add just a little bit of extra oomph. And then all over my lid, I'm going to take this gold shade here called Twinkle, And I'm going to go back in with that same flat brush I originally did use on my eyes. Just use the mirror here, and I go all over the lid. Oh, that's very pigmented. I want to see what happens if I get this just a little bit wet. See if we really get that to get a nice shine to it. Oh yeah. It's taking it up a notch. See how that helped add a shine to it and really make it turn into more of a shimmery shade. Take a little bit more on there. What I like to do is pat it in place when it's wet like this. Because if you try and drag it, all you're going to do is drag all the color and get streaks in your lids there. So that's what we're looking like with a twinkle on it. Now in the outer corners, I'm going to go in just ever so slightly with a very, very small flat brush. I'm just going to use one of these little generic ones I have and take this other color right here called Glitzy. It's more of a deeper gold, I guess. I'm really not good at describing colors. I don't know why. I just can't. I can't describe perfumes either. How about more of an antique gold? How about that? Does that help? And then just a little bit right on the outer corners. I'm not getting my brush wet for this one though. And I do have a little bit of fallout, so let's go ahead and lightly wipe that away. Okay, let's do something to that lower lash line now. I'm going to go back in with my Morphe brush go with my Morphe MB27. Going to go in a little heavier with that color Stunner under my eyes. Keeping more of it on the outside though, outer corner. Yes, this is going to be a smoky look, so you don't have to do this on your lower lash line if you don't want to, but I'm taking it to the nighttime. And then using a flat angled brush, I'm going to take that same color Snazzy and go right along my lower lash line. Once again, I'm just pressing that on there, not wiping it. And I'm going to take a little bit up on the upper lash line. And we're going to use this as kind of our wing, since I don't do a wing. I've been practicing though. I have been practicing. Okay, next up I'm going to go in and do my waterline. I'm using my Marc Jacobs. This is in the color Earthquake. And I'm going to go right into my waterline here. Very lightly though, I'm not putting a lot on there. And then on my upper waterline, I'm just going to take, this is my Maybelline Master Precise Skinny pencil, and this is in black. And I am not doing false eyelashes for this look. I'm just going to go in with a little bit more mascara. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Alright, here is now the finished nighttime look. I went in on top of the other mascara that I had, the Wet n Wild. I went in with the Essence Volume Stylist Curl and Hold mascara. I love that combination because the Wet n Wild is a very dry one and this is a very wet one. So this really helps me get all my lashes separated and held in place, and then I can go on top of this one and add a lot of length and volume. However, it's so wet that what I actually like to do is take the wand out and I bend my wands. It makes it easier to get into the lower lash line stuff. And I get a lot of the excess off of it, and then I let it just air dry for just a tad bit. With this, I actually only dipped it that one time, and I went in and I did all of my lashes with just what was on this brush. So I didn't re-dip or anything, but you get a lot of mascara that comes off of that. So that's a great, great mascara. It doesn't flake or anything, and it really helps hold the curl to your lashes. I went in with some more bronzer. Excuse me, I'm still losing my voice from being sick. I used the number 7 in Caramel. This is a beautiful, beautiful, it's a little bit more on the oranger side for me, but hey, I finally got away from my Physicians Formula for once. So went in and added a little bit more of this. I went in with some blush from my Maybelline Master Contour palette. So I used some of this blush, and then I took a little bit more of the highlighter and put that on the cheeks. Then I took some of the Champagne Pop highlighter from this, and I put that right on the inner corners of my eyes, and no, I didn't do anything under the brow bone, so I left that there. And then on lips, I changed the lipstick out to Ofra, and this is in the color Tuscany, so this is a deep, deep red color. So anyway, this one is not transfer proof, so you do want to be careful with that lipstick. So this is now the final evening look. So again, you can take just one eye palette and add a little bit more of extra makeup, and you've gone from a daytime to a nighttime look. So what are your thoughts on that? Is this something that you would like to do? Would you like to see me do this with some other palettes that I have, where you can just take one palette and get 2 different looks from it? Leave me some comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys would like to see me do. And just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave if you have not already. And hit the little bell notification so that way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. So now that I'm feeling better, I'll be back on track and get my regular 3 videos out a week. So I love you guys. Thanks so much for hanging in, and bye-bye.